There is a lot to get into here at GPFans after 3 very busy days of testing in Barcelona, but there's even more to discuss off the track as Haas look to see what the legal ramifications are of their links to Russian company Uralkali, considering the ongoing global political crisis between Russia and the Ukraine, and Andretti Racing are getting serious with a power unit supplier lined up for a 2024 return to the Formula 1 grid. I'm Ollie Wilson, this is GP Fans. Hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all of our content here at the YouTube channel, and of course on Twitter and Instagram, follow us at GP Fans Global. But let's get into all the headlines that are off the track this weekend. Haas team principal Guenther Steiner has said there are no guarantees when it comes to Nikita Mazepin's future with the American constructor. While other teams like McLaren had a near flawless 3 days of testing in Barcelona this week, or at least they did according to Danny Ricciardo, Haas were shoved into the middle of a global political crisis after Russian tanks crossed over the border into the Ukraine on Thursday morning. Despite its American ownership, Haas is heavily backed financially with money from Uralkali, a Russian potash fertilizer producer and exporter, owned by Russian oligarch Dmitry Mazepin, father of the team's driver Nikita. In reaction to Russia's actions towards the Ukraine, Haas removed all Russian branding from their car for Friday's test session, with talks set to take place over the legal ramifications of the team's ties with their Russian sponsor. And now their young driver's future could be in doubt too at the constructor. Asked if sticking with the Mazepin family would be worth the hassle, considering the situation the world suddenly finds itself in, Steiner replied, "I would say we have to see how it develops over the next few weeks with the scenario in Ukraine, and then we will go from there. There are legal issues we have to go through, and then we will see what comes out." Asked to confirm there was no guarantee over Mazepin Jr.'s future with the team and how he was dealing with the situation, Steiner replied, "He puts a tough face on it. For sure it bothers him because it is his home country, Russia. There are no guarantees anywhere. We just need to see how this all develops. There are more than just F1 teams involved, there are governments involved, and also I have no idea what is coming from that side." Now, the situation with Haas has led to a number of cries on social media for Andretti Racing to step in and take over the running of the team if they should decide to cut ties with their Russian benefactors. But Andretti themselves are making moves to enter Formula 1, with Mario Andretti revealing there is a formal agreement with Renault in place to provide the racing stable with power units if their bid to join the Formula 1 grid in 2024 is accepted. It was revealed recently that a proposal for Andretti to join the Formula 1 grid in 2024 was being cooked up by Mario's son, Michael Andretti, with the American firm keen to once more see the Andretti name back in the F1 paddock. Based out of America with a mid-season race base in England, Andretti are very serious about their proposal as they look to add more American influence to the grid as the sport's popularity continues to rise in the USA, with 3 races set to be included on the calendar in 2023 in America, in Miami, Austin, Texas, and Las Vegas. Speaking in an interview on YouTube, Andretti senior Mario discussed the deal with Renault, saying, "We have a formal agreement now on the engine supplier and it's out there. It's going to be Renault and I'm allowed to say it now." There was a lot of speculation from Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team principal. He was concerned about potentially it being Ferrari. Ferrari would have more votes than he would have, and so on and so forth. "There's a lot of steps to take here, and I understand that," added Mario. "It's a huge undertaking, but we're ready for it. We have incredible partners on our side," Michael does, "and we're there for the duration. Myself, I've been at it for 67 years now, so we know what goes on all sides of the Atlantic, and this is a great undertaking, a wonderful undertaking on Michael's part. This shows that he's very, very ambitious in the sport. That's his business, period. So we're all in, and we're ready to go." So Andretti look like they're cooking up something special for their return to the Formula 1 grid, but will they perhaps have a chance to take over Haas, as some people are murmuring on social media, and at least financially back the American-based constructor currently in Formula 1 until they can sort out alternative sponsorship? That's all up in the air, of course, depending on what happens with their ties with Russia, and of course Nikita Mazepin's future is up in the air at the constructor. Do you think Nikita will be racing when we get to that first race in Bahrain towards the end of March? Let us know in the comments section below. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of the news and ongoing from the world of Formula One here at GP Fans.